Okay. So like if you had all the money in the world, right? Money wasn't an issue. Like what would you want to do with your life?
Actually, I haven't thought about that because it's not my desire to have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
uh Maybe travel more, to
Okay.
discover more, to know about other people point of view from other
Okay.
places in the world.
Right. Like so it's more like right. So you don't want to make your goal isn't to make a lot of money, but it's like like regardless of what money can get you, it's like what do you actually want to do in this life? Like I guess the whole question is like if you had the freedom to do what you actually want, right? Um, what would you do? Like you would want to travel and stuff?
Actually, it's also something I'm questioning
Oh,
myself.
you're not sure yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
Like a little bit familiar to you that I, yeah, kind of lack of motivation about this life.
Lack of motivation, right? Yeah.
Because I also, yeah, do meditation
Yeah,
quite a
yeah.
lot.
Oh, then I guess it's like I guess you probably haven't thought about this either, but
Yeah.
um, like if you were to
Actually, sometimes I have some desserts,
uh-huh.
and I question myself that whether my dessert is good or not, whether it's right or wrong to have a dessert, the desire.
Desire,
Yeah, like whether it's right or wrong to have a desire.
right.
Yeah, so it's like it's lose my motivation.
Oh, okay. Well, I think actually there, there is no right or wrong. There's no good and
Yeah,
bad,
it's
right?
point of view, right?
It's a point of view, exactly. So, I think, and I think this is something like we're talking about. Like you have to know within your body, right? Your own sensations. It's like, if the desire feels right in your body, then I think it's something you should do. You don't need to overthink and be like, is this right? Is this wrong? Should I do it? Should I not? But if you really feel it in your body, then I think it's for you to do.
So actually, right now,
Yeah.
I'm just follow the flow. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I don't really have any motivation about or thinking about what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the future or when I have a lot of money.
Right.
But I
Right.
just follow the
The flow.
flow. Yeah. So, actually, like at this time, so
Uh-huh.
I want to focus on my uh, appetite of like language teaching. Yeah,
Language. Okay.
language teaching,
Right.
teaching English and teaching Vietnamese.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's just the thing that I want to do at the moment, or
Okay.
in the short term,
Uh-huh.
like 3 months,
Yeah.
6 months.
Right. Right. Well, if I ask you, like, when you die, like, what would you want people to remember you by? What would you say?
Yeah. If you ask me this question like 3 years ago or 5 years ago, I'll give you
Different answer.
different answer.
Yeah.
Like in the past, I will want to people to remember me as a as a trustful person, uh, uh, leaving them a lot of meaningful teachings, yeah, so that they can apply
Yeah.
in their life.
Right. Right.
But right now, I actually don't have the desire
To be
that,
remembered in any way.
yeah,
You
so
don't really
we,
care.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. Um, if like let's say there is like 10,000 other people, like 10,000 other Hanas, right? It's the same, just like same as you, like 10,000 other Hanas in the world, and you could create something for them. You could build something into this world for them, or you can tell them something. Maybe if it's just that, it's like what would you build, or what would you want to create for those Hanas in the world? You know?
Yeah. There must be something that only Hana can do with yeah. There must be something. Yeah, that's what I think about. Like when I start to do something,
Mhm.
I question whether anyone else can do this
Yeah,
instead
right,
of
right.
me.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right.
what kind of experiences that's
Yeah.
only me have?
Only Hannah can
Yeah,
do, right?
yeah, only Hana can do.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find that, and I'm trying to find the thing that's only me can do.
Oh.
That's the meaning. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
That's
meaningful thing. Yeah,
like your dharma.
yeah, that's this life need
Ah.
from a Hana.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
So it's my so telling about my experiences. The one that I'm kind of proud of is the way I learn new languages.
Languages, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
learning languages. I learn languages in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So to be honest, I don't know how to teach people like communication English because I didn't follow any material, any
Yeah.
textbook.
Right.
I learned English from reality. Like I hosted people, I gave them free accommodation. I
Oh.
showed them around.
Right.
Yeah, and I work in a hotel,
Oh,
which
right.
is like 90% of the customers
Mm-hmm.
was foreigners.
Yeah.
So that's the way I learned English. So um, now I'm teaching IELTS, which is
Oh, yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
yeah
yeah,
a certificate
Uh-huh.
because I have been through the process
Right.
from the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but for communication English, I
Okay.
have no idea. I have tried so many textbooks, so many material, but I haven't found a way to teach.
Eh,
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Okay.
because like I cannot give my student the experience of holding people,
Sure.
cannot give them, cannot making foreigner friend instead of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the thing that I cannot do for them.
Yeah.
They have to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so if there's something that I wanna, yeah, any Hannah can share with the world about about that experience, like
Right.
learning languages, like in your daily life,
Uh-huh.
which is relevant to you.
Right, right.
Yeah, and like speak the language from
Right.
the first word that you learned.
Oh.
Yeah, so like when I travel to Thailand, just for like um, just for 5 days or 7 days,
Yeah, yeah.
when I try to speak the language, I always ask them how to say that in Thailand.
Right, right.
It's just like 20 seconds,
Uh-huh.
but the word can be kept in my mind for
Yeah,
the whole
for
life.
forever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
forever. Yeah,
Right.
actually, that's the way.
Like kind of like a immersive language learning.
Uh-huh.
Kind of
Yeah,
like okay.
yeah, yeah. So, it's the in kind of immersion, but it's also like it's immersion, but it
Like
have to
practical,
be,
right?
but it have to be relevant.
Relevant, yeah,
Yeah, it have to relevant to you.
Yeah,
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 it's have it help you to solve your own problems.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
need that languages.
Right.
You need that language.
Right.
You need to know that sentences. You need to
Right.
know that phrases because you need it for your life. So to learn languages
Right, right.
is to live,
I see,
not
I see.
to pass the exam
I
or
see,
not
I
to
see.
like
Yeah.
to know, not to know.
Right,
To live.
like practical language
Yeah,
learning.
practical learning.
Right, like you would want to teach people how to learn like that? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay, like not just English but any language.
Yeah, but any language.
Oh, okay, like in a way, like would you say it's like you want to invent like a new way to learn language that's maybe more useful or?
Yeah, I don't think it's an invention,
Right,
but it's
right.
actually discover.
Discovery.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Either way, yeah. So, like how I apply that discover into teaching. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like for
Cool.
example, like
Yeah.
I'm building my Vietnamese lessons for
Yeah.
foreigners.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'll find a way. Yeah, so that they can, like I will take them to the markets
Right.
if they want to learn about how to buy
Yeah.
things or go to the coffee shop. So we learn when we using it. Yeah, learn it by using.
Right, by
Yeah,
using it. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
I get you.
it's not
Yeah.
that I'm a teacher, but I'm a coach, or actually
Yeah,
a
yeah.
companion. Yeah,
Yeah, like a
yeah,
guide,
a companion.
a companion.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a guide,
A
a
guide. Yeah.
companion to be with them
Ah,
into the context, like
cool.
create the context,
Yeah, yeah,
create the situation,
yeah.
and we are in that situation, and I just like giving them more
Yeah.
guide so that they
Okay.
can get the word, the
Yeah.
way to use
So, like language,
the language.
language learning is like a very big passion of yours. Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you had to spend the rest of your life to master one thing or like one skill, like would that be like language learning or what do you think that would be?
Yeah.
Like
Language,
languages?
learning, teaching. Yeah.
No, learning and teaching languages?
Yeah,
Oh,
learning how
cool.
to teach
Yeah.
a
Oh,
language.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I think that's it. You know, that's there's something there. Something to do with your dharma, maybe.
Like before I used to want to be a coach.
Yeah.
I want to solve people problems related to their mental health.
Yeah. Right.
Yes,
Right.
like mental awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after I practiced Buddha, I found that yeah, there was like it can be a little bit criticized.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but like those kind of uh, philosophy. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
like what people are applying about mental health
Right.
is
Right.
not the truth.
I see.
Like it can only show the surface
Surface level.
of the problem.
Yeah.
Only doing meditation can will be the best method.
Right.
So after like doing meditation for a while and
Yeah.
recognize that, I let it go. The
Oh, the mental
yeah
health.
the
Okay.
mental health.
Like you
And I just want to focus on the expertise, the you know
expertise.
yeah expertise,
Uh huh.
yeah, to be a solo entrepreneur
Oh, okay.
about teaching languages. Yeah, just languages. Teaching learning languages is like is a expertise. Yeah, without related to it's just like knowledge and experience. Yeah,
Like
the mental health problems.
okay, like you don't like do you ever aspire to like teach meditation or anything like that as well?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Like try to translate
Right.
my master teaching
Uh-huh.
from Vietnamese into
Right.
English
Right.
because like
And like teach it in a way that people can understand.
I think the way he teaching already understand
Oh, okay.
as well, but then I realized that like AI can do that. Like can
Right.
change a video in Vietnamese into a video in
Oh,
English.
English, right.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's not really something only Hana can do.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the companion is
Uh-huh.
not any
Right.
AI can be your
Your
companion.
companion to learn.
Your real companion.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
In real
that's
life,
why
right?
in real life.
Oh, that's really interesting. It's like you're not a language teacher, but you're like a language yeah, facilitator, companion
Yeah.
kind of person. That's cool.
Now in my site,
Yeah.
I'm putting it Hana English coach.
Coach,
A
right.
coach.
Yeah,
A
the
coach
language
is
coach.
also
Yeah.
a coach.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm thinking about
It's something like language
yeah
something, right?
companion, yeah,
facilitator,
for something, yeah.
something like that. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, but I do feel like what you said about mental health, like maybe a lot of the common science-based
Yeah.
ways of looking at mental health is kind of superficial, and there's like a deeper layer to it that people, if you only look at it from a very like logical perspective, you don't really understand it. But and it seems yeah, just like it.
psychology. Yeah, like I was phoned up. I was into
Yeah,
psychology
yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but because yeah, as I said,
Yeah.
it's just the surface. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually it's helpful. But there are many people doing it right now, and
Yeah.
also like. Mm,
Yeah, I get you. Like a lot of modern psychology, it's like it's like a certain level of consciousness and a certain level of thinking that
yeah,
I know what you mean. It doesn't go
deep
as
into
deep enough. Like compared to someone like, for example, maybe like Carl Jung, if you know him, I feel like that's someone that's gone deeper than a lot of conventional psychology.
yeah,
But then they don't teach Carl Jung at let's say university, so people don't really know. But it seems like you understand that there's a deeper level to mental health that
yeah,
common psychology doesn't
yeah,
teach, um, and you seem to understand it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I gave
Yeah.
up.
Right. Okay. So that's why you gave up. But I feel like maybe that's also something that Hannah can do in terms of like understanding the gap between modern psychology and where it should be. Then that's something,
Yeah,
you can try and educate and tell people.
but actually, I also think that like psychology is still helpful
Yeah.
for there are many kinds of people with different awareness.
Yeah,
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 and
yeah,
for
that's
the
true.
people that you need psychology to
To
approach
understand.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, to approach. Yeah, different way to approach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's probably people that need something deeper than psychology,
Yeah.
and then maybe it's like someone like you can provide them with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So like I told you to translate my master teaching into
Right.
English so that they can watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
I want people to actually I I have a sense of like I want people to get the knowledge from the origin
The
from
origin.
the like drink the water from the
I get you. Yeah.
yeah so like if it were through me and then through another one then it will be different. It's not the original
Well, the,
anymore.
the original is always the sensation within your body, right? So that's right. Like you can. I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? Like these teachings, they help guide you to your intuition, to your truth within yourself, right? Even in Christian teachings, they say the kingdom of God is within, right? So it's like everything helps to guide you to that point, and yeah, I would say that's sort of the original teacher, right?
I'm thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good point. Like, but actually, like there are there are like there are many people who can experience but cannot teach. Yeah,
Right, right.
they have that experience, but they don't know how to explain it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So at that time, that's actually a good point. But just at that time, I haven't been like confident
Right.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because even with like Jesus and Buddha, for example, like what they learned wasn't original either, right? It's not like Buddha was the only one to think of what Buddha said, and Jesus probably wasn't the first person to think of what he said. Like I mean, Jesus and Buddha had their own teachers, right? So it's like there's teachers on teachers, but then it's like, well, who's the original teacher? Who knows, right? I mean, the original teacher. No, no,
Hana is the original.
no, no. Well, the original teacher, I think it's always
Yeah.
like they're meditating or they're doing something, then they feel something within themselves or through direct experience of life, right? Then they learned something, they felt something, and then that became the teaching. But then the original teacher is never a person. It's like God or
Yeah.
something, and you just feel it in your life, right?
The original teaching is sensations in your body.
Is what?
Sensations
Yeah, yeah.
in your body.
Yeah, yeah. Well, intuition, I would say. Sensation, I think it's because you don't know the word intuition, but I think for a lot of maybe English speakers, they would understand it's like the same. I think it's the same idea that you're saying, like sensations, intuition, discernment, inner knowing, right? Like your instinct, your gut instinct, that kind of idea. Yeah. So, but for now, we can say sensations, but we mean like just that that feeling.
Actually,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we feel in our body.
Exactly.
We cannot
Yeah,
really
yeah.
explain it.
You
Yeah.
can explain it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like an inner feeling, right? Like inner knowing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's intuition. I think you should learn that word, intuition. It's like very important. I think for what you want. Yeah. Like another word that gets thrown around quite a lot is the word. It's called discernment. Have you heard of that word? Discernment. To discern something is to know whether it's like true or not true, essentially. Like we were saying, like some people they can say, oh, this food is really good for you or something, and this food is really bad for you, but only you know after you try it yourself if you know if it's good or not. So that's essentially like the idea of discernment is like to like it's your own filter, your own screen, your own interviewing process to know what is true for you, and not just what someone tells you
But
is true.
actually, the taste of the food,
Yeah.
actually, it's just the sensations. It
Sure.
means the nerve cell of your tongue
Uh-huh.
contact with the food,
Yeah.
and it creates sensation. And
Yeah.
the sensations is the truth, and
Right.
the idea of it's good, it's not good, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Actually, it's point of view. It
Yeah.
you feel that this food is good
Like a good sensation.
uh, you have tried many food before,
Right.
and in your in your knowledge,
Yeah.
this taste is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was created because of like via the food that you have tried before,
Yeah.
via your culture, via your habit.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's work created. So yeah, so actually whether it's delicious or not is also not the truth, but the sensations is just the feeling when your nerve cells of your tongue contact with the food. Yeah, that's sensation. That's the truth.
Yeah, but then when you determine something is good or bad for you, that goes beyond just like a physical sensation. But like that sort of I think this is what I mean by the idea of discernment. It's like it's more like
Whether
uh,
it's like create a good feeling for you or create a bad feeling or
Yeah.
create comfortable feeling
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you like
Yeah, like I think it's the idea that like nothing is good or bad. Nothing tastes good or bad. It's all subjective, right? But it's like to know whether or not something is good or bad for you
yeah
is the important part, right? That's the intuition, the discernment of knowing your truth, right?
yeah
Right, because it's like it doesn't really matter about the nerve cells and stuff. Like we can get into the science of it all you want, but it's like at the end it's like
if you can stop your mind journey, your mind process
yeah.
at that sensation. Like you just stop at your cells, your nerve cells contact with the force. You stop at the sensation without adding any knowledge, any experience into
Right, right.
the the mental process,
Right,
and then it
right.
will stop at the right concentration. Yeah, it will not create any like any judgment, any feeling of good or bad, any like any desire to want to have it more, any desire to stop it, or any desire to find another food. It just stop at the sensation only, and you just eat.
Right. So what's your point?
So I'm trying to explain my identity, definition about sensation, about what is the truth.
Okay.
To see whether it's the word that you said before.
Oh, right, right. I think it's slightly different because you're saying it's like completely like a neurological sensation. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like biological.
Right, biological. Right,
So
but
actually, our body. So this is like biological.
oh, okay, okay, sure.
Like this is a biological robot.
Right, right.
Our like body was everything was coded. Uh, it's encoded.
Sure.
Our mind process, our mind journey is coded. Our body also. So we are just like when actually we're nothing uh, compared to a robot, but we are kind of biological robot.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying. It's like, so basically, what you're saying is, it's like, when you have the direct experience of the sensation, it's
Yeah.
like your body already knows something, right? already knows if it's good or bad for you, rather than tasting it and then going into your mind and having some stories about it. You just feel it directly
Yeah.
at the purest form. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. So
saying.
it's the same thing. It's intuition. Yeah, yeah. Because intuition is not. It's not an idea. It's not a thought. It's not an emotion. But it's like a deeper knowing. It's like that's like the most direct,
Yeah,
um,
the
like
direct one. Yeah.
yeah, source as it impacts your heart or your soul or something. And then it's like, oh, you know that's good or bad or right or wrong for you. You know. Yeah. But I don't think.
Actually, like, it's not that we know, but our body know.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean.
That's
Yeah.
the point.
That's what I mean. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, you know your body knows, but it's like you at your core knows, like your soul knows, right?
Like actually, like from what I learned and I feel, there is no no ego, no like no soul. Oh,
There's no soul.
there's no soul. Oh, not, like there's no nothing like ego. Ego is just something we created. Like actually, there is no ego. Like there's no I, no there's no something that control this body. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't really. You're losing me a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. I think. I think. Yeah. I get what you're. I think like I guess your definition of sensation.
That's the.
Yeah. I
That's
guess
why
you
I.
can. I.
That's
Okay.
why I say it's not. That's why I say it's not we know, but it's our body know. Our actually our nerve cells in our stomach.
Right.
It's no. It's our nerve cell in any part of our body. No, it's not anyone know here.
So you're saying it's like your nerve cells are almost like
Yeah.
your soul, in a
Yeah,
way. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah. They are actually just have the nerve cell. Yeah, just the nerve cells contact with the world.
Yeah, but I feel like, don't you feel like there's a deeper aspect to it? Like the nerve cell is a physical manifestation of something maybe within the soul, but that's the nerve cell is what interacts with physical things. But then there's a deeper knowing that I feel like is maybe that goes beyond the physical level, and that's how you really know whether something is true for you. But in order to access that deeper part, it's through perhaps the nerve cells as you describe. But on the surface, it seems like your nerve cells is your intuition. But I feel like maybe the nerve cells is just a bridge between the outside and the inside towards your soul.
So like,
Because maybe like let's say a person is dead or whatever, right? It's like they still have nerves, but they're not going to feel anything, right?
they 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 don't their nerves doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But they still have nerves like in their body.
They still have the kind of actually there is something, yeah, something still left when someone die.
Right.
Yeah, there's something relief from the body, and that's kind of thing still have one kind of actually it's not the nerves, but it so it the sixth sense. So we have five senses, right?
Yeah, like the sixth sense. Like
There's another sense.
like. Do you mean intuition?
That's the
I think that's what you're trying to say, right? The sixth sense. Like it's like a knowing that's beyond logical knowing. Is that what you're
for
saying?
me, it's only like it's only physical. It's it's also physical. It's also like biological.
Right,
The sixth sense.
Yeah, there's a biological aspect to it as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying, but I think what you're talking about is intuition, but it's like I think what you've experienced is that the nerves are in a way a bridge between your intuition and the outside world. It's what helps the intuition activate. I'm saying I think it's not that your intuition is in the nerves, but the nerves are a way to get to your intuition, to that sixth sense.
Actually, I think like the mental process, the mental process, the mental uh, journey
Yeah.
is something is it it rise and then it disappear and then it rise disappear like every single second, no, not second, but uh, shorter than second, camera, no,
Yeah, like a microsecond or something.
something like that. So the mindful journey is something appear and then disappear, and it was different. It was different process. It was billion of process every second. So
Sure.
it's nothing. It's not like something exists. It's not exist. It's just really different. It's what it's really different processing of mental. So mental is something
Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't, let's just, I
in
don't
the
know what you're
next time.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.